Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Fridgemaster MTZ55153 Freestanding Freezer. Bit of a mouthful that. But what I want to do today is to show you around the freezer some of the features and benefits that it offers. First of all, I'm just going to pop a tape measure around it to show you the dimensions on it. So the width of it, you're looking at 55 centimeters or around 21 3/4 inches. As far as the depth, so front to back, I'll show you around the back of the freezer in a moment anyway. So from the back to the very front lip here, you're looking at 54 centimeters, around 21 1/4 inches. Or if you want to include the handle as well, because you've got the plastic handle on the front here, then really you need to allow, what's that going to be, 59 centimeters or around 23 1/4 inches. And as far as the height, so with that you're looking at 143 centimeters or around just under 56.5 inches. So if it needs to fit in a certain space, just make sure it fits, because there's nothing more frustrating than ordering a product then realizing it doesn't fit in. As you can see, the handle's on the left hand side and it opens left to right. If you wanted to switch it round, if you wanted to reverse the door, that's quite easy. You just need to lie it on its back or almost on its back, take off the bracket at the bottom, relocate it all, and then you can change it so it opens the opposite way. The freezer has a capacity of 165 litres, and that's made up of these 5 compartments. You'll see the top one here is just a shelf, so that's really designed, I suppose, for larger items. So for example, if you had say a big turkey at Christmas and if you wanted to freeze it, then that could be ideal, just popping it on the shelf there. The rest are all drawers, and you'll see that on the side here you've got handles, which is always really useful. So if you need to carry it across your kitchen or utility, then that's always a good sign that Fridgemaster have put those on. As far as the dimensions of these drawers, each drawer, so you're looking at just under 37 centimeters wide or around 14.5 inches, and the depth of the drawer, so you're looking at 33 centimeters or around 13 inches. And all of these drawers are the same. Then as we go to the bottom drawer, you'll notice that this one is a little bit shallower, and that's mainly because you've got the motor and the workings behind that, so you don't quite get the full depth of the drawer the same as these three. So on this one, the width is actually the same at 37 centimeters, but as far as the depth, as I say, a little bit shallower. You're looking just under 20 centimeters or around 7 3/4 inches deep. What I'm pleased to see is that Fridgemaster have given us a cheeky little ice cube tray. So if you want to make up some ice cubes, then you've got the ability in here, and especially with this, then you can just pop it on the shelf. Something else I always try and point out is the plastic fronts on the drawers. You will notice that it's actually 2-part. So if you did break parts of the front, which hopefully shouldn't happen, but over the years then it can happen. I know it's happened on mine at home via a different brand, but you've got the clips on the side here, and basically that means that if you needed just to replace the front part, then you can do that. I'd just contact Fridgemaster and you can normally purchase separate fronts from them direct. The control dial to set the temperature is just located at the top here, so it's nice and accessible, easy to get to. Now something I do need to point out is that this is actually a static freezer, so it's not a frost-free one, so it would need to be defrosted. As far as how often to be defrosted, it's always really difficult to know. I suppose it depends how much food you've got in there, and often things like ambient temperatures can also make a difference as to how often it would need to be defrosted. I'll just show you the energy label on this. As you can see, it's an E energy rating. Now for this kind of product, that's not too bad, especially if you're comparing it to other models on the market. And that's just proving that it's going to consume approximately 188 kilowatt hours per annum. And also the capacity, as I mentioned earlier, that's 165 litres. Also, noise level is something I try and point out to people when they're looking at purchasing a refrigeration appliance. So at the moment, so this is rated as a C at 40 decibels, and the reason I tend to mention that is because it can depend where it's at. So if it was on, say, a stone floor, then it could be a little bit noisier than if it's sat on, say, a cushion floor. So look out for the noise level, because that could be a really important factor for you. I did say earlier I'd show you around the back of the freezer, and as you can see, complete flat back. You've got the metal back, which is always a good sign, rather than having the older-fashioned grille. And even as you get to the bottom, it is flush, so you could push it nearly back to the wall. So depending on where it's located, we'd always recommend allowing probably a couple of centimetres between the wall and the back of the freezer, just for ventilation purposes. If you think of purchasing one of these models, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Fridgemaster MTZ55153 Freestanding Freezer. As I said earlier, it's quite a mouthful to say all that, but I always knew this was going to be quite a quick video, but I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. Do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. I'm not really sure there's a huge amount extra I could have showed you. Hopefully I've showed you around the freezer, size of the drawers, around the back. If you've got any other questions on it, then I've got this on display at the moment. Just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.